Welcome back to the channel. I've just returned from a cruise through the Greek islands. A true ordeal, and I feel obligated to warn you. Brace yourself for the top 10 most agonizingly beautiful cruise ports in Greece. This is a cautionary tale. Let's get this over with. First up, Santorini, the jewel of the Aegean, a volcanic island sculpted by time and sea. As your ship approaches, prepare to be captivated. You arrive and are immediately confronted by sheer cliffs, a testament to the island's dramatic geological past. These aren't just any cliffs, they're the remnants of a caldera, a volcanic crater that plunged into the sea millennia ago. To ascend, you're presented with a choice donkey, a traditional mode of transport that harkens back to a simpler time. These sturdy creatures have been navigating these slopes for centuries, or the more modern cable car offering a swift and scenic ascent, whisking you away from the bustling port below. Or if you're feeling particularly masochistic, a brutal walk to the top. Hundreds of steps winding their way up the cliff face, a true test of endurance. The reward? A view that stretches across the caldera, a panorama of unparalleled beauty. A relentless maze of whitewashed buildings clinging to the cliffside like a snowy embrace. Each building a canvas reflecting the intense Aegean sun. And those infamous blue domes punctuating the landscape with their vibrant color, a symbol of Santorini recognized the world over. They stand as beacons against the white, drawing the eye and capturing the imagination, all perched precariously above the shimmering expanse of the Aegean. The deep blue sea stretches out to the horizon, a constant reminder of the island's maritime heritage. Every corner is a postcard, a carefully curated scene begging to be captured. Every alley, a photo op, a chance to frame the perfect shot. Tourists jostle for position, eager to capture their own piece of Santorini's magic. It's exhausting, a sensory overload that can leave you feeling overwhelmed. The sunsets? Legendary. A daily, world-famous spectacle that draws crowds into silent awe as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and gold. It's so beautiful, it's offensive. A blatant display of natural beauty that seems almost unfair. You try to find an ugly spot to rest your eyes, no luck. Every nook and cranny is picture perfect, meticulously maintained and undeniably beautiful. Just more blooming bougainvillea cascading down white walls in a riot of color, adding to the island's charm. And sunbathing cats, lounging lazily in the sun, seemingly immune to the chaos around them. Even the coffee comes with a view, a breathtaking panorama that stretches out before you as you sip your morning brew. So stunning you can't focus on your drink, your attention constantly drawn back to the mesmerizing scenery. By the end, you're desperate for a plain brick wall, a moment of respite from the overwhelming beauty. But Santorini refuses to be anything but perfect, a relentless pursuit of aesthetic perfection that can be both captivating and exhausting. It's a visual overload, a constant barrage of beauty that can leave you feeling both inspired and overwhelmed. Save yourself, stick to the postcards, capture the essence of Santorini without the sensory overload. Next on our list of destinations that might just be a little fun, we have Mykonos. Prepare yourself. If you thought Santorini was bad with its picturesque views and manageable crowds, well, Mykonos is worse. Much worse. Prepare for sensory overload. The beaches are everywhere, seemingly endless stretches of sand beckoning you to relax. Golden sand so soft it's practically criminal. Turquoise water so clear you can see every tiny fish minding its own business. And you're basically forced to swim in perfection. It's an obligation, really. The water is so inviting, so pristine, that resisting is simply not an option. The beach clubs serve cocktails directly to your sunbed. Imagine that. No need to even lift a finger. The music is upbeat, infectious even. People are actually having fun, genuinely enjoying themselves. It's almost unsettling. Mykonos town is a labyrinth of charm, a maze of whitewashed buildings and hidden corners, with every street leading to another adorable shop, filled with trinkets and treasures you absolutely don't need, but will probably buy anyway. Or the infamous Little Venice, where the buildings practically dip their toes in the Aegean Sea. The windmills, just standing there, stoically being iconic at sunset. They're practically begging for your attention. You're obligated to take a photo. It's practically a civic duty. Resist the urge, and you might just spontaneously combust. The nightlife is relentless, a never-ending barrage of music and dancing. The island never sleeps, and neither will you. Sleep is for the weak, or so Mykonos would have you believe. It's a non-stop party, a swirling vortex of revelry, and you're guilt-tripped into joining, peer pressure at its finest. So if you value peace, quiet, and a good 8 hours of complaining about how much you miss your own bed, avoid Mykonos at all costs. You have been warned. Corfu. I thought I'd get a break. Wrong. The island is aggressively green with olive groves and cypress trees everywhere. The old town is a UNESCO site, a maze of Venetian architecture and cobblestone alleys. Every step reveals another fortress, palace, or charming square. It's impossible to not be impressed. The Liston's arcades and cafes are offensively pleasant. The beaches are framed by cliffs and hills, with water so clear it looks fake. You're forced to take a boat to sea caves, another chore. Corfu's biggest crime? It's too pleasant. The people are friendly, the food is delicious, and the vibe is relaxed. It's a beautiful, green prison of happiness. Rhodes. An island steeped in legend, where the echoes of ancient civilizations resonate through the very stones beneath your feet. A place where time seems to slow, inviting you to step back into a world of knights, emperors, and mythical gods. Prepare to be transported. The old town is completely surrounded by imposing medieval walls. How inconveniently historic, right? These aren't just walls, they're a testament to centuries of sieges, battles, and the unwavering spirit of those who defended this strategic island. Imagine the stories these stones could tell, if only they could speak. You walk through the ancient gates, worn smooth by the passage of countless feet, and are instantly immersed in a labyrinthine maze. A maze not of hedges, but of history. A maze of cobblestone streets, each stone whispering tales of merchants, crusaders, and everyday life in a bygone era. Feel the uneven surface beneath your feet, a tangible connection to the past, and ancient grandeur. Buildings that have stood for centuries, testaments to the architectural prowess and artistic vision of civilizations long past. Look up and let your imagination soar. The Street of the Knights, a perfectly preserved medieval thoroughfare. It leads to a massive castle, a formidable fortress that dominates the landscape. The Palace of the Grand Master, a symbol of power and prestige. Imagine the lavish banquets and strategic meetings that took place within these very walls. History is everywhere you turn, and it's undeniably heavy. It weighs on you, surrounds you, and permeates every aspect of your experience. Ruins pop up when you least expect them. A constant reminder of the layers of civilization that have shaped this island, sometimes even blocking your otherwise stunning sea view with crumbling columns, remnants of a glorious past. But if you need to escape the weight of history, venture to the other side of the island, and you're immediately punished with beautiful beaches, crystal-clear waters, and sun-kissed sandy shores. The audacity, and the picturesque village of Lindos, a postcard-perfect scene of whitewashed houses clinging to the hillside. To reach the Acropolis perched high above Lindos, a journey awaits. You can either climb the winding path on foot, or embrace the local tradition and ride a donkey up the steep incline, only to be assaulted by a truly breathtaking view, a panoramic vista of the coastline that stretches as far as the eye can see. Rhodes is undeniably stuck in the past, medieval, ancient, and inescapably significant. It's a place where history isn't just something you read about, it's something you experience. So, if you're searching for a destination with zero historical significance, a place where the past doesn't intrude on the present, then you should probably look elsewhere, because Rhodes will not let you forget. Heraklion, Crete, too big, too much to see, and way too much history. The Palace of Knossos is a confusing, reconstructed labyrinth. Western civilization's birthplace, no pressure. The food? Forget bland. You're forced to eat fresh olive oil, cheeses, and seafood. Every meal is a flavor explosion. The landscapes are just as bad. Mountains, gorges, pink sand beaches. You're forced to choose between hiking and lounging on unique beaches. The stress. The people are suspiciously hospitable, offering Reiki and stories. There's no catch, they're just wonderful. And that's the most annoying part. Athens. The Acropolis is a big hill with some old buildings, most famously the Parthenon, which doesn't even have a roof. The climb is hot and crowded, and you're surrounded by people in awe. The view? Just a massive city stretching to the sea. Museums everywhere, especially the Acropolis Museum, which is so thoughtfully designed, it's infuriating. You're forced to learn about caryatids and friezes. The Plaka district is another maze of charm, with tavernas and souvenir shops. Ancient ruins are scattered everywhere. Athens refuses to be a normal, boring city. It insists on being globally significant and visually stunning, so inconsiderate. Katakollon looks boring until you realize it's the gateway to ancient Olympia. You're practically forced to visit the birthplace of the Olympic Games. The site is peaceful, shaded, and full of ruins, temples, stadium, gymnasium. The original Olympic track? People run it pretending to be ancient athletes. It's cringeworthy. The museum is packed with world-famous sculptures you're expected to appreciate. You return to Catacolon brain overloaded with ancient glory. You thought you'd get a quiet day, but end up with a profound historical experience. Classic bait and switch. Patmos, the island of the apocalypse. Sounds dramatic, but it's just peaceful. The main attractions are religious, the Cave of the Apocalypse and the Monastery of St. John. Both are serious, contemplative, and beautiful in a stern way. The town of Chora is another UNESCO maze of whitewashed houses. The beaches are secluded and undeveloped. You might find a cove all to yourself. The tranquility is maddening for anyone who craves noise and distraction. Patmos is all about calm and reflection. If you want wild parties, look elsewhere. Thessaloniki, loud, bustling, and full of life, terrible. The waterfront promenade is packed with people enjoying themselves. The White Tower stands photogenic and historic. The food scene is legendary. Bugatsa, koulouria, gyros everywhere. The markets are a sensory overload. History is everywhere. Roman, Byzantine, Ottoman monuments and stunning churches. The Anopoli offers charming streets and views. The city's youthful energy means endless cafes, bars, and live music. The nightlife is fantastic. Bad news for early sleepers. Thessaloniki is a real, vibrant city you might accidentally fall in love with. Too much. Nafplio. They saved one of the worst for last. It's considered one of Greece's most beautiful towns, and it's disappointingly perfect. The old town is a pedestrian paradise with marble streets and neoclassical mansions. Every corner is a photo op, every alley is charming, Syntagma Square is grand and civilized. 3 fortresses, Palamidi, Bortsi, and Akronaflia, dominate the town. Climb endless steps for a jaw-dropping view, or take a boat to a fairy tale castle. Nafplio is so polished and pretty it leaves no room for complaint. It's flawless. Well, you made it. You survived the top 10 most painfully beautiful cruise ports in Greece. I hope this video has warned you about the horrors of Greek travel. I'll need a vacation from this vacation. Preferably somewhere gray and concrete. Please don't subscribe or hit the notification bell. You don't want more of this agony. Thanks for suffering through it with me. Now go, be free, and stay away from Greece.